So the sponsor of today's video is Skillshare, and this is really great timing because this will get you your introduction into Python for my upcoming videos, where I'll be teaching you how to create your own AI or train your own AI and set up the environments in order to get cracking at it. Now you will need some basic Python in order to get going, creating your reward systems and any other kind of thing you might want to do there once I start the tutorial. And not only that, the first 1,000 signups that use the links below will get a free premium membership, and that will open you to so many other classes. You have so many things to go through. We have web development, applied control systems for engineering, PID controllers, so many crazy cool things, social media stuff, photography things that I'm just barely scratching the surface. So make sure you check the links down below. And again, huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump to the video. Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Emax ECO2807-1500KV with the new type of testing. Now, as your suggestions, I did forget to add the efficiency last time, so I did do the calculations here, and I've also added it so we can have real numbers to compare to. So the Emax ECO2807-1500KV, I've tested it on 6S and 5S. Now, I could not get it to run a 7-inch propeller on 6S because it would overheat because it's in stationary position. So on a 7-inch, I was only able to do a 5S. But the results speak for themselves, actually. And for propellers, I've only used the folds, the Dalrc 6-inch folds and the Dalrc 7-inch folds. Those seem to have the most amount of efficiency, yet also least amount of thrust, but this should give us a good representation till I get more propellers in for testing. So let's go ahead and make sense of this. This blue line right here is the throttle, starting from 10% all the way up to 100% here. And both of these graphs are connected together, so we can actually see what was going on at each throttle level. These three lines right here indicate the thrust per propeller, or we should say actually per propeller and setup. For example, the green line here represents the 7-inch propeller on 5S. The red line, the 6-inch Dalrc fold on 6S. Purple line, the 6-inch Dalrc fold on a 5S. And the same color goes down here. This is for the efficiency, this line that peaks up. I'll explain what that means in a bit here. And this is the amp draw, this little bottom line right there. That's how the amps are actually picking up. And we could actually track it at each throttle level accordingly. So what do you want to look for here? Well, it depends on your setup, but more than likely if you're doing a 7-inch, you want to make sure you have efficiency, even though it'll fly for much longer, but efficiency is key and also thrust is key as well. But they all pretty much have roughly around the same thrust region, most of these motors. And again, we'll see more as time goes on. But what I look for here most is the efficiency. And the efficiency here is represented by gram force per watt. So how many grams of thrust is it creating per 1 watt of power? That's how we get the efficiency rating here. For example, right here, you see the green one was the most efficient. You were getting 4.7 grams of thrust per watt, but you're actually not going anywhere. You're just pulling around 22 grams. This was 10% throttle. That's why it's like this. This was 0. And it wasn't, until the motor started spinning up, then we can actually see the reading. That's this part here when it starts going down. So we really want to look at it from around this area right here. And we also want to keep track on the thrust in grams to see if it'll actually pick up the quadcopter. Because what's the point if we have 10 grams of efficiency or per watt when we're only outputting like 11 grams of thrust? I mean, you just won't fly. There's no point to even have that efficiency. So you really got to look anywhere between 20 to around 100% throttle. But you can see this however way you want to see it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at 50% throttle. So as you can tell, at 50% throttle, we were getting anywhere between 300 to 500 grams of thrust. Now, if this 365 grams of thrust is basically a 6-inch 5S, which I should not have even added here, but I just put it here so we could just kind of ignore this. But these two are really important. What I really found out that was pretty interesting to me, that on a 7-inch on 5S, it's more powerful and more efficient than a 6S 6-inch propeller, which is actually quite interesting, actually, at least with this motor. And every motor reacts differently with different propellers. So right now, for me personally, what I see the optimal setup would be a 5S 7-inch propeller on this, and it seems to be actually really great. Like, for example, it's pretty linear as well. It's kind of like really following the throttle curve here, so it's predictable as well. But I really doubt you'll be doing tight proximity flying on a 7-inch here. For example, around 72% throttle here, we were around 1 kilogram, and the maximum was on a 5S 7-inch propeller was roughly 1,900 grams, right there. But again, the Dalprops usually output much less than a normal typical propeller, because these are the folds right now. What we've tested, these are the only ones I had to test right now. But again, I'll revisit this later on. But again, from this test right here, if you're going with a Dalprop fold, I'd go with a 7-inch and a 5S battery. That seems to give you the best thrust, the best efficiency. And let's take a look at the efficiency though. So what's an acceptable range you'd probably typically be flying at? It's going to be anywhere between 40% throttle and around, I don't know, we'll just say 80. So around 35% throttle with the Dalprop Fold 7-inch on 5S, you're outputting around 330 grams of force for one motor. So you have a total of around 1,002, so you'll be able to fly basically. But you won't be able to fly that fast. So you probably want to go up around to 50% throttle. Let's just take a look at 50% throttle here. Around 50% throttle, we're outputting 533 grams of force per motor on 5S with a 7-inch propeller on the 1500 kV. And we can see that the efficiency chart right here, let's actually get a closer look. And we can see we were getting, the efficiency was 3.6 grams of force per watt. So it is about half of a gram more efficient at this range. But then as time goes on, they seem to be really close to each other, and it's not really that big of a difference right here. So now let's just talk about the maximum values currently. And again, this will be linked down below. You could check it out and do what you want with it. So the maximum I got was 1,883, but you will get more with different propellers, obviously. With the folds, it seems to be the less powerful of all the propellers out there currently. So we had 1,883 grams, and this test was the 7-inch 5S battery voltage. The lowest here was basically 1.5 kilos. It was the 6-inch propeller on 5S battery voltage, and the 1,898 is, I think, was the, let's actually double check this because this is very difficult to make out. And strangely enough, the highest was 1,894. This was a 6-inch propeller on 6S voltage, but it's this red line. So most of the time it was actually under the 7-inch, and then towards the end, that's when it really took off slightly. But you could give or take slight variation in the samples. So you could do always plus minus 10 grams of force or 10 grams of thrust, plus minus on these results. So they're basically identical in a way, except, you know, the straight push forward here. We see that the 5S 7-inch is the optimal setup on this motor, at least from these propellers, in my opinion. What else do we have? The peak amp draw, we could actually go ahead and take a look at that as well. I'll start with the lowest. So this was a 6-inch propeller, 5S voltage. We had 32 amps at 1.5 kilos. And around this orange one right here was the 6-inch propeller on 6S, 41 amps. And here, the black one was the 7-inch propeller on 5S voltage. That was 42 amps right here. And, you know, it's very consistent. Like, you could run 6-inch 6S on this. It's going to possibly be equal to a 5S 7-inch basically here, in my opinion. But I guess in real life, you'll be able to push maybe a 7-inch propeller on 6S, but you have a high probability of burning that because it's a pretty high kV for 6S 7-inch. But in the real world, it's not going to pull as much amperage as what we see here in the static test right here, because we're not unloading the propeller. But it just gives you an idea of what you could expect. And again, this will be linked down below, this Excel sheet or the CSV file. You could use whatever program you want to plot it. And you could go through that data yourself and see what you like and what you don't like. And later on, I'll be really comparing the different motors. Right now, I'm just getting all the info as possible and just releasing this information to you guys. Seems pretty nice. And again, we'll just have to wait till we fly it and compare it to other motors. But Emax is doing a hell of a job, that's for sure. And everything's linked down below. I also have some coupon codes down below. If you could use them, those greatly support the channel. And come join my Patreon. I do a ton of stuff there, and you get a lot of perks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.